weekend in December. It's actually, what, the weekend before Christmas. We are back here with your children, not my children, your children.
That's right.
What is on the docket for today and tomorrow?
So as everybody can see, Charles's car left, so now I can work on my stuff and make it fast. So what we're doing today is, this week we got a couple little videos you'll see that Daddy's gonna put out of me, what I do during the week, getting this car ready, getting it close so we can get it on the setup area and get everything close so we can go to the chassis dyno tomorrow. Right now Wes is getting tire pressure set. We gotta bleed the brakes, put oil in it, and it's really close to go to the chassis dyno. Everything else went well this week, so I'm happy with that. So you'll be able to take a ride along with us today and see what we gotta do to finish this thing up. Don't know there's two valve stems on our super speedway and speedway tires. And do you know why there's two, Dinah?
Well, of course I do, but no, Willie, I don't. Why don't you enlighten me about the tires I've been purchasing for 15 years?
Well, the outer tire is what touches the ground. That is our regular tire. And then inside of that, for a lot of people, they don't know we run an inner liner, and that's just for safety. I think you go back to some Buck Baker videos back in the day when Goodyear started testing inner liner tires. So it's kind of cool to see that we still use the same technology to keep us safe.
I'd like to tell a couple stories about inner liners.
Okay.
Willie, what does it feel like when the carcass rips off and you're on an inner liner? How long does it take you to tell that you're racing on the inner liner?
Well, if it's a right side tire, you're usually in the fence instantly. Took me about 2 laps to realize it at Talladega one year that the left front was down, and it just slowed down. I was like, damn, the sway bars just started barely touching, and I was like, hey, there's a carcass down there. Hopefully the caution will come out. We need to work on my car a little bit. Something happened to it or whatever. And then I realized, oh, that was our tire that we cut on the left front.
And what happened to you? Will Kimmel.
Yeah, the guy ran right into me, damn old Will Kimmel, you know. But I think it was one of those things. It was a racing deal.
It was. Willie left way too big of a hole open and Will filled it.
Yeah. So yeah, we cut a left front tire down, hit his valence or tailpipe or something right as he come through. So. And
a story that Willie wasn't per se a part of, but is definitely part of it. When we got the pole in 2024, the race got pushed. We ended up after the truck race. So we had about literally 20 minutes to set up pit road, and as Willie is taking the green, we realized that one of our tires has
equalized. Because what will happen is the tire pressures will be the same between the inner and the outer. Then you got to go take it and see what's wrong with it. Either the tire had equalized because the liner moved or something like that, or the liner gets a hole in it. So
it's me and Brad Perez running to Hoosier General Tire to get that fixed as Willie is taking the green. So that's a couple of our inner liner stories. What we doing?
Putting brake fluid in it. Believe it or not, you actually do need brakes at Daytona, as you can see from my
do you?
2019 situation.
Would you? When you hit set, I could really put a compilation of just Willie wiping people out at Daytona or at Elko.
Just because we have good runs doesn't mean I'm not a shitbag sometimes. You know.
Willie has been on apology tours before. Which young racers, I need you to understand this. When you do dumb shit, an apology tour does help in the long run.
Just own it. And the best excuse that I've heard so far is, yeah, they slowed down in the middle of the corner. I think we all slow down in the middle of the corner. It's how we get around the track. So be prepared for that. You can't just run somebody over and say, they just slowed down in the middle.
And what happens when you late dive on people at short tracks?
Your wife tells you you're a hack.
I'll add those clips too until we get nixed by NASCAR for using F1 or FS1 clips.
A little bit more power steering fluid in her.
Willie, how many times since we bought this car in what, 2013?
Yep.
Our first test was December of 2014. Our first race was February 15. Yep. How many times have you rebuilt this car?
Rebuilt I mean, you figure we do this much work every, I would say from the middle of October until we test, we work on this car for every year for 12 or 14 years.
I kind of meant like how many times has it been to almost a bare chassis?
To a bare chassis, twice. Twice we've done a bare chassis, I think. So. Yeah, when we hung the first forward body, we bare chassised it. And then when we put the Mustang body on it, we went bare and then updated it too. And then the last 2 times we just put clips on it. Wasn't my fault.
Yes, it was.
That's what she says.
Willie, we can't work too late tonight because what are our plans for this evening?
So every year Zenith Aviation does Christmas caroling to the extreme. Usually we have a fire truck, bunch of trailers with people, and we go through downtown Fredericksburg, and then we also go to the local hotels where there's full-time residents there, and then we hand out free pizzas from Papa John's to just kind of spread the cheer a little bit, let people know it's not as bad out there.
Hey Willie, one time I helped you bleed brakes in a big truck. Do you wanna tell people what a terrible husband you are?
Well, A, it's not bleeding brakes in a big truck because big trucks have air brakes, dear.
What was I doing then? We were bleeding brakes.
Adjusting the clutch in a big truck.
Whatever.
And you have to push the clutch pedal down, and we're getting ready to do the same thing. We put her up in the lift and she freaked out on me.
He put me in the ceiling of our big shop. I'm afraid of heights, and it started settling and I had a full-on panic attack.
Not strong-minded is what we call dyno. The likelihood of it falling off a lift is slim. I am pretty sketchy, and we actually have done some sketchy shit this year with them lifts, and we exceeded the maximum by a ways, and we're still here.
So far, but well, how many times does it take?
The last time. That's all it takes.
I feel safer falling in this than a regular car.
Because realistically, it's just going to get caught by something on the way down.
Yeah, for sure. It'll probably flip over.
That's how they usually fall. Is like one of the chains break on one side, and like,
Is this a chain one? Are they all chain?
Not all of them are chains. Some are cylinder.
What's our one at work?
Which ones?
The
big
car lift.
ones?
No,
the car lifts are chained just like this.
What is our big lift?
Hold on, we got a leaker.
The back right?
Yep, she's pouring like all of it.
All right, hold on. Okay, Willie, explain what's happening.
Well, what I like to do, please don't show the rear springs.
Yeah.
Is I like to open all the bleeders.
Yeah, but what is happening with the puddle?
I was trying to explain it to you
Okay,
before
sorry.
you rudely stopped me once again.
Dick.
What I like to do is just gravity bleed them at first. And what that is exactly what it's saying. We literally opened them up to make sure we had fluid coming out of them all.
And we're clearly okay on there, huh?
Yeah. Just give me a second.
Here you go, dear.
Set one under every wheel. Pump it again.
For the non-racing person, Willie, or people that don't work on their own cars, what would happen if you didn't bleed the brakes?
You would have no brakes. Pretty much. Pump it again.
How much fun is it to do all this if you don't have a lift?
Sucks. Well, yeah, it just sucks because it's just not fun. Pump the clutch, see if you got a clutch pedal. All right, you can pump the pedal up, the brake again, see. All right, hold on.
Are both those reservoirs for the brakes?
Yep, one's front and one is back. That is, springs and brakes are the two things that make a speedway car fast.
So like Willie just said, we will not be showing our springs nor our brake package. Although, all the fast cars, we're all doing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what we do to go fast. All right.
Now Willie, you are connecting a shock, but we do not get to run our own shocks at the super speedways.
Yes, we do.
Huh?
Our fronts are allowed to be run our own.
Oh, so it's just rears that I have to pay for?
Yep. That's how much the team manager knows about fucking race cars.
I just know that I have to go spend a lot of money to get the same shit every year. We are mandated springs and shocks.
Now, front springs, yes. We are not allowed to run our own springs.
Do you think that's worse or better? Do you think that's a good deal or no?
Keeps all of us from cheating. That's all it does. You know, just makes costs go up more.
But does it really make costs go up more? If we could all do our own springs, wouldn't that be more expensive?
No, because we'd all probably run like a 125-pound rear spring, and then we'd run like, I don't know, 1200s in the front or something like that, and then the thing would be like the old cars when they would drag the fuel cells off of
I
them.
was gonna say, for non-racing people, what would that spring package look like? Carolina squat?
It would be that's where the original Carolina squat came from. Daytona back in, shit, I would think that was the 90s, late 90s. I think back in the Chad Little days and stuff like that, you know, the fuel cells were on the ground.
We'll have to find some video of that.
Yeah. This is actually a really narrow clip.
I've just been told whatever Willie's gonna do is gonna be epic. I assume we're moving this from here to there, and this is the area we have to move it in. As long as I have the camera, he won't ask me to.
Chuck it forward, get tires over that until it touches the trash can.
As you can see, we're on little. And this is something you never do on a super speedway car, is touch the spoiler.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Now where are we going?
Good jacks.
Willie, do you want to explain to people what a Go Jack is?
Go Jacks are self-loading dollies. They work really good in shops like this. Most of your repo guys have them, so they can get a car out of the parking spot. That's where I learned about them. Back in the day, we had a repo company.
Willie's one of those dick repos. What is the weirdest thing you've ever repoed, Willie?
Vacuum cleaner and a television. I didn't personally, but the old guys were telling me the story when Mom sent them out there to get it. You might have the broken one with. Sorry. Here, I'll bend over again so you can get a good one. There you go. Go Jack's way better. Way better.
Go Jack standard things in race shops, or is this a...
They're standard issue in repo places. But yes, in big shops that they got to move cars around, it's way, way nicer.
Are they expensive?
Yes.
How much is this?
I don't remember.
1,000, 500, what do we think?
They're $1,000 maybe. I don't know.
But as you can see, we are very tight on space. And the dollies you have in front are just like furniture dollies, right?
They're cheap ones from Harbor Freight.
a specific technique you're doing right now?
Yeah, this is the lazy fat guy not bend over technique, so you don't have to go all the way to the ground with it. This jack's old, and sometimes it pumps fine, sometimes it doesn't. So, take that one. Let's just broke it.
Maybe that's why we weren't rolling so well.
Well, did the nut just come loose on it?
For as good as we are at maintaining race cars, sometimes we struggle maintaining tools, right?
Actually, it looks like the nut.
Or to pull the threads off.
Yeah, it's big.
Well, that's what happens when you buy cheap American, Chinese-made stuff. Wes breaks it in the shop. The nut looked like it just stripped off of it. What we'll do is just weld the nut on it. When we get a bigger nut, Wes, and we'll just put it back on that table, so one day we'll fix it up.
One day we'll fix it up.
Well, that's my, that's our thing. I guarantee it.
But it's right over. It's in between 9/16 and half.
Okay, Willie, you're getting the car set up to do final setup on it. Hold on, let me get to your front side. Let me get to your good side. What is happening right? Meow.
Wes is checking the front heights, and then we're checking the rear frame heights with the spoiler, because the body hanger hangs the body where we want it, right? So this is what slow looks like, and that's what fast looks like. That's supposed to be green, but I didn't have a green stripe, so I put pink on it. So you want that thing as minimal heights they'll let you through. So we're a little low, but not bad. See that? Good. Pretty close. 6.5, 5. I wonder if they lowered the nose on this car. They might have lowered the nose.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. Whatever we got to do to make it fast. I was just going off measurements that we had prior. Now I got, well, that's...
You would never guess that it's...
I think that's the total height of the valance, 6 5/8. So, you know what I mean? It would be the length of the valance. Because then I have 4 3/16 written down at the center of the front of the car. 4 3/16 dead center to the pan. Huh.
What's happening right now?
What's that?
What?
Wes is just measuring.
You
We're
look
trying.
perplexed.
No, I just don't want to make it wrong, right? So we're just double checking like some of the old measurements versus new measurements, and problem is sometimes we get too many notes and we get kerfluffled. So what we need to do next before we get too far into this thing is we need to put oil in it and put it on scales is what we really need to do next. And then once we're there, that'll tell us where we need to put a little wedge in it, take a little wedge out of it, check the things.
Willie's making sure we get the vibes right in the shop.
Absolutely.
What is the vibes for today, Willie?
I'm pretty excited. It's not the day before we load and we're thrashing. That's what I'm excited about. So we're gonna get some up-tempo country. We'll put a little Cozell.
I don't know if I'd call this up-tempo, but I could rob a bank in my old Mustang.
Oh yeah, we could rob the bank. We just gotta have a little luck. That's a good line right there, Dinah. So I want to show you all. We're swinging caster on this car.
Probably should turn that down some.
Yeah.
And we're back, boys and girls. Big Willie Mullins. What we doing, boy?
We are kind of just making sure it's right before we go to the chassis dyno. We have it sitting on our flat area in our garage because we don't have a surface plate at the moment. If anybody wants to donate a surface plate, I wear a size big. So anyways, we are have it on our flat area. I have it on the turn plates and the holders in the back. If anybody watched Stapleton's video about how I use equipment from different race teams over the years, this setup equipment I have right here was from Junie Dunleavy's shop. All the 90 cars were set up on these turn plates and holders. we're getting ready to swing caster, and everybody knows how I love my steering buddy. I want to show you how it works real quick. It just makes it so much simpler when I'm by myself. Wes is here helping me, but let me show you what we got to do.
We are an official Steering Buddy team. We are sponsored by Steering Buddy. It is a product sponsorship, and what I will say is the first time that someone has sent us something to do stuff on, and it is something that Willie would, now after having it, he would have purchased it.
As everybody knows, you got to have two people when you're swinging caster a lot of times. It is nice that Dinah can do the video right now, and I can actually just swing this thing out 15 degrees. We'll set it at 0. And then we're gonna swing it back in 15 degrees.
And this is what, these are called turn plates,
Yep.
sort of thing?
And then we see what we got.
And what is this gauge called?
That's a camber caster gauge, Dinah. And we are about 1 1/4 where we want to be. I prefer that not be in the video.
What?
I don't want to show our caster.
Okay, well I can cut that out.
Yeah, just make sure. So we got our caster all swung. We swung it 15 degrees out, 15 degrees in, and now we got our number. The Steering Buddy makes it way, way easier.
And if you're looking for instructions on how to use the Steering Buddy, how to like put it in a car, we do have a short form video on our Facebook page.
We're gonna go over here to the left side, reconfirm it.
And the Steering Buddy just came out with the
New wireless handheld controller.
We have one with a cord, and then there's a phone app too, but he didn't love, not that the phone app didn't work, he just didn't love using it on his phone. So he was always using the corded ones.
Because I would rather destroy this than my phone.
Yeah.
The guys at Steering Buddy make these all day long. So if I destroy it, and people are like, oh, well, you can't, you know, it's not fine enough to make the adjustments we need. Well, that is total BS. It's about 3/4 more. We're golden. We're gonna write that measurement down on both sides. We're ready to put it up on scales.
Easy, Dinah, don't push on the car. There are people underneath working on it. My wife will fuck up some shit.
Which one of us has fucked up more shit?
Oh, that's because I'm trying. She just fucks it up because she can.
You got Wes pushing against the
Come
car.
on. Come on in. Or hold on. Hold on a second, Wes. Alright. Let me get this side started that's fighting me.
What are we working on?
We are working on getting the car centered, and I might have screwed some threads up on my trim.
Am I able to let off a second?
Yeah, you can set them.
Alright, I'm gonna let off easy.
GoPro, eat shit. GoPro.
Okay, Willie, I didn't show all of it because it's you under a car and it's awfully boring. We're currently taking your chalk line up.
String bars.
Chalk line. If it fell to the ground, what would it do?
It may leave a little chalk residue,
Okay.
and they have to come
What
out
is
the back. Wes.
what is the status of the car,
Out the
and
back.
what do we got going on tomorrow?
So, status of the car is it's just not fast enough. I can tell you that by just sitting here. but we are working on it to get it there. Status of the car is good, could be better. And then we're going chassis dyno tomorrow, like I planned. I need to tighten trailing arms up, tighten track bar up. Wes is putting shocks back on it. You know, all the things, stick the battery in it. We got a pretty good car. It looks pretty, at least. It might not go fast, but we'll see.
Well, it has been fast in the past, but absolutely undrivable. So
that's what the last year's crew chief, Dinah Thompson, says about that. But, well, Mullins, whatever.
Just FYI, Thompson's not even my maiden name. I was married for 9 months before I met Willie.
Yeah.
My maiden name is Ben Weingaren.
Stories that we can tell later at a time. Anyways, we're gonna back this up and say, so we're finishing the car up right now. Wes is taking the string bars off, and then I'm gonna crawl underneath and tighten everything up. So we go to chassis dyno tomorrow and then pull it down on Tuesday.
Are you gonna take the old GoPro to pull down or no?
Possibly. We'll see if they allow it.
You could show some things.
Yeah, you know, it's double super secret shit there. I mean,
That's just because they have a lot of beer sitting around.
no beer, no beer. All right, I'm going to work. She can tape my feet.
Are we kind of done with stuff that's interesting?
I mean, everything is interesting.
Willie did have a Facebook comment or TikTok comment one day asking if you ever get stuck under the car.
Stuck under the car?
Yep. Ask Willie what his response back was.
No, she said, do you ever get stuck under there to where you have to pull your belly out or something? Oh, shit. And I was like, no, I have a good pull out.